Welcome to our video on choosing a career in software quality assurance. Software quality is very paramount. Before somebody uses your product, it should be free of any defect or bug. They might give them a bad experience about your product, which will result in them abandoning it and going for a product that is better. So QA professionals play a crucial role in ensuring that software products meet the highest standards. So many companies now invest heavily in their quality teams. So it is very, very important that we know why we test. So let's get down to it. So let's get to understand software quality assurance. So it is a systematic process that ensures the quality of software products through various testing methods. That means there are several methods that can be used in testing software products, and this we are going to discuss in our subsequent videos. Software quality assurance can also involve verifying and validating that the software application is free of bugs, meets the technical requirements set by design and development team, and satisfy user requirements efficiently and effectively. So we'll go ahead to discuss the importance of software quality assurance. The importance of QA is categorized into 4 different needs. 1 is the product quality, 2 is the customer satisfaction, 3 is cost effectiveness, and 4 is the security. By product quality, if your product is not well tested and free of bugs, your users will get frustrated, and some of them might have to stop using your product and no. Also, if your product is not well tested and you have to keep going back to test it, and it's going to cost you more than for you to start testing right in time. Also, if your product is not secure enough and your customers keep complaining of security breaches and all, they are eventually going to stop using your product and you'll be at a loss. So it is better you embrace testing on time and make sure you look out for these criteria and ensure your quality teams achieve them. Let's take example from our everyday life. If you're a fashion designer, you have to get your tailor's measurement. That's a requirement, and then you get the material that you want to use to sew these clothes. So when you start sewing them and you get to some point, you try to do some adjustment, and by the time you say okay, you are finished making the clothes, the customer comes and do fitting, try to put them on, and ascertain where needs to be adjusted or whatnot. This is you doing quality assurance in a way, but you won't know that this is what you are doing, but it's a way to guarantee your customer satisfaction. Also, we can also relate it to cooking, like a chef, or you cook in your house and you are trying to know if added the right amount of salt or spices or whatever. So you have to a little of it in your palm and test it. That means you are trying to ascertain the exact amount of spices to put in your food, in order not for it to be too salty or too pepperish and all. So that is a way of you also doing testing, making sure your food comes out well for the people that want to eat. So software quality assurance has played a vital role in our life, because now we depend mostly on software. So if your softwares are not tested properly, you're bound to face disaster. For instance, there are several cases of planes crashing and also satellite launch failing because of software failure. Also, we have cases of medical equipment failing because of software failure. So if we don't test our software products properly, we are bound to get into disasters. So it's better we test them right on time, because it's more expensive not to test a software. Importance of QA, which is the product quality. We say testing ensures the delivery of a high quality product, as the errors are discovered and fixed early in the development cycle. Also, the next one is customer satisfaction. If your customers are not satisfied, if your customers are frustrated with your product, they are bound to abandon it and go for a better one or a better option. And there are several options, drivers, competitors and all. So it's better you put your customer satisfaction at the forefront of your product development. So software testing identifies errors early in development to ensure bug fixes before delivery. while usability testing assesses an application user's friendliness, which guarantees user satisfaction. The next one is cost effectiveness. When you test early, you are saving costs, because by the time you say let me finish developing before I go back to testing, you're going to like spend more than what you were initially going to spend if you test early. You invest more time and invest more financial resources. That's it. So testing any project on time helps to save money and time for the long term. If the bugs are caught in early phases of software testing, it costs less to fix those errors. The next one is security. Like I said, if your product is not secure, people are bound to abandon them. So security testing is a type of software testing that is focused on testing the application for security vulnerabilities from internal or external forces. So now let's talk about careers in software quality assurance. So careers in software quality assurance are just the junior QA testers or software testers. These are the entry level guys. They are the manual testers, those that are just at the bottom of the ladder. The next group of guys are the QA analyst, the software test engineer. This one have gained some 3 to 4 years of experience in software testing and are now graduating into being automation testers and all. The third group of persons are the senior QA engineers and QA lead. These ones are, advanced, almost 4 to 5 years to 6 years of experience in software testing, and now they are, able to design and automate test and lead the QA team. The next group of guys are the specialized testers, which are the automation testers, performance testers, security testers, and test architects. These guys specialize just in one aspect of testing alone, so they don't involve themselves in other aspects of testing. So they just test by automating the test, and this one do performance testing, ascertaining the performance of the application. So the next group of guys are the managers, the QA managers, test coordinators, and these ones manage the QA team. So there are other career paths that are not mentioned here. You can still go ahead, look at the links I will share with you to get to know all those other career paths that are there in software quality assurance. So let's talk about continuous learning and development. So if we're talking about education, I think having a computer science degree is an added advantage to anyone that is transitioning into software quality assurance, in the sense that it gives you an upper hand against your contemporaries. So if you have a degree in computer science, is good. Your degree in any other field too is good. It gives you an edge over others that might not have it. So in case you don't have, you can still transition into any field in tech and also quality assurance. Because if you don't have a degree, you can also aim to get certifications like the ISTQB certification and other certifications that are out there. So this certification gives you an edge over those that might not have degree and might not have any certification. Sometimes they might even have degree and you might still be a better candidate depending on your level of experience and your track records. So skills development. So after you've gotten your degree and certification, you don't just stay there. You don't just stay stagnant. You keep moving. That is, you stay updated with latest testing tools and also methodologies and industry trends. So you don't have to get relaxed and say I already know this thing. You don't know you don't know everything, because things change in tech like every day. So if you stay stagnant, you'll be out of the game. Yeah, so don't snooze, because if you snooze, you lose. The next thing we're going to talk about is gaining experience and job search. So you gain experience like a first timer coming into software quality assurance. You don't just start getting jobs out of the blues. You have to start from somewhere. You have to start getting experience, and by doing that, you have to start with internships and contributing to open source projects. So this will expose you to real life experience, and then you are set to start searching for your ideal job role. Yeah, you can search for jobs on LinkedIn or other job portals out there. LinkedIn can also serve as a platform for you to network with other people in your field. That's that about gaining experience and job searching. So the next year is skills required for a software quality assurance career. The two skills that are required in this field, technical skills and soft skills. The technical skills involve having basic knowledge of programming concepts like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You just need to know these things because they will help you in a long way to understand what is being built and how it's being built, and you know what you're testing for. Yeah, so if you are in a Scrum team and you're in a Scrum meeting and they're talking about you understand, okay, this is what they're talking about. You immediately know what to test. So also you have to be familiar with some collaborating tools like Jira, Trello, and Monday.com. I personally use Monday.com, so I'll be telling you about it much later in the videos. So the soft skills that you need to have are just basic skills that you have. It helps you navigate your everyday life, just like we have the attention to detail skill, we have analytic thinking skills, critical thinking skills, we have communication skills, verbal and written, to be able to communicate with your team effectively and to report defects efficiently. Also, you should have passion for the job. You should like to do it, because it's only when you enjoy doing something that you can do it very well. Also, we have attitude. You should have a good attitude towards your job, and you should also be able to manage your time effectively. Yeah, so these are the soft skills that you require for you to navigate successfully in a QA career path. Now let's talk about software testing myths. Yeah, these are misconceptions that people normally have about software testing. Like now, some people will say testing is expensive, so they don't want to do it. Well, in reality, testing is not cheap, and not testing is way more expensive. So it's better you test than not to test. Another thing people do talk about is that testing is time consuming. Testing could be time consuming, but it's worth it. So it can only be time consuming when you decide not to test right on time. You're keeping testing for later. Yeah, so also another misconception was that only fully developed products are tested. No, like I said, you don't wait till the product is fully developed before you test. It will be a problem. Another misconception is that complete testing is possible. Complete testing is never possible, same as software cannot be 100% free of bugs. Another one is missed flaws are due to testers. No, missed flaws are not always due to testers. There might be also some factors that might cause some bugs to come up within usage that they were not discovered during testing. Also, testers are in charge of the quality of a product. No, testers are not the only one involved in the quality of a product. The whole development team is in charge of quality of the product, from the developers with their unit testing to setting up CI/CD pipeline for checking code vulnerabilities. Testing is done in every aspect of the software development cycle and by every member of the team. Also, anyone can test software. No, that's a misconception, and not everyone can be a detective. A tested software is bug free. Like I said, it's never possible for any software to be 100% free of bugs. So another misconception is that a tester's only job is to find bugs. No, the tester's only job is not to find bugs. The tester is also charged with ensuring customer satisfaction and cutting costs for the customer or the company. So yeah, these are some of the misconceptions that people do have about software testing. There are so many of them out there. If you want to know, you can still research on them. Yeah, so now let's take a look at the everyday life of a software tester. So a software tester life is just like the life of every other jobber out there. We have you wake up in the morning, you go to work, and you attend your first Scrum meeting. After the Scrum meeting, you do another round of testing. Assuming you have items waiting for you on the testing environment. So you do a round of testing, and then you look at the bug tracker and update their status accordingly. Then you take a break. Then you go ahead to create test cases for new feature requests or items on the current sprint that don't yet have test cases. So after that, you go ahead to work on difficult or outstanding issues from the previous day. After doing that more, you can then retire for the day, you go home and rest. That's how a day in the life of a software tester goes. And the next day, you continue the same routine and so on and so forth. Yeah. So we've come to the end of this section, and let's do a quick recap of all the things we've talked about. First, we start by defining QA as a systematic process that ensures the quality of software products through various testing methods. And we went ahead to talk about the difference between QA and software testing. That QA is a broad process that encompasses all activities related to ensuring the quality of a software product all through its development cycle, while software testing is just a subset of quality assurance, in the sense that we execute an application to ascertain whether it has defects or issues that need to be fixed. We went ahead to talk about the importance of software testing. We listed as product quality, the customer satisfaction, cost effectiveness, and security. After that, we talked about careers in software testing, which we have the junior roles, the senior roles, specialized roles, and the managerial roles. We also went ahead to talk about skills in software testing. We say we have the technical skills and the soft skills. Technical skills has to do with having basic knowledge in programming concepts such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Also, the soft skills are those skills that we naturally use to navigate our everyday life, like critical thinking, time management, good attitude to work, and good communication skills. We went ahead also to talk about education. We said, it's good for you to have a degree in computer science or any other field of study, and if you don't have a degree, that doesn't stop you from embarking on any field in tech. Also, embarking on quality assurance without any certification, is advisable that you get a certification in software quality assurance along the way. Also, we talked about gaining experience, and I'd advise that you participate in internship or open source project to build your portfolio, so you gain experience by doing so. Also, we talked about networking and how to search for jobs. Yeah, you can network on LinkedIn and also search for jobs on LinkedIn. You can also search for jobs on other job portals like Jobberman or Indeed. And also you can look out for mentors on LinkedIn that are way up the ladder in your choosing career path. Also, we went ahead to talk about myths in software testing, which are the misconceptions that people normally have about software testing. We have come to the end of the video, and thank you for taking your time to watch. I hope it has added some value to you. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this channel to your friends that are thinking of transitioning into software quality assurance. Thank you, and bye for now.